For one PRP freshman, just getting onto the court was a struggle, but now Michael Thomas has found joy through the game of volleyball.
Wake up, me, wake up, 3. 1, 2, 3, ready!
Sports teams function like a family, specific roles, chemistry, and personal sacrifice to achieve a common goal.
All the people on the team, if you see this, people on the team, I love every single one of y'all. Thank you for being my teammates. I found a whole new friend group, whole new people to respect and talk to about different things and different ideas. Every game I come into on that court, I know exactly who I'm playing with and exactly what I can do for them. I think volleyball is a sport where you have to have teamwork.
Michael has made so many friends since he's been on the volleyball team. The bonds that he's had with his teammates, the bonds with the coaches, the unity, the celebrating together, it shows what a team is. The energy is so strong, it travels over to us adults in the crowd. When they're ACE, we're ACE. It's contagious.
Being a part of a team and playing the sport Michael Thomas has now grown to love was a journey. The PRP freshman battled through 2 surgeries within a couple years to align his feet, which made it difficult to do everyday activities.
They pointed outward, and he didn't have arches in either of his feet. So things like walking, running especially, I was always nervous when Michael would run, because if your feet point outward, if you can imagine what that looks like. And to try and put a shoe that's designed a certain way for feet that are aligned on a child that's feet point outward and they're extremely flat. So as he got older, I began to see more issues with his feet.
I remember not being able to walk and all that, but I also remember having a lot of faith in myself. I remember doing all that, and I remember it, in my head, I remember it just being like a temporary, get through the year, move on with life type of thing. And the surgery is gonna define me a lot, but I don't want it to be the reason why I can't do something. And I think the surgery had a big impact on me, and it showed me that no matter how big an effect it has on my body or mental, if I know I want to do something, I know I have something to strive for and I have something I like, I'm gonna go for it and I'm gonna enjoy it.
It's that mindset that led Michael to try volleyball, of course, with mom's permission.
I gave it a try. I let him try out. I was still afraid. I was still nervous. It took him some time. He didn't get out there and he had an amazing, great day. He came home, he was a little down at times because he's using his feet for the first time that he's never been able to use before in his life.
At first, those first few practices, I was a little scared. I thought I could tell it wasn't good, but I could also tell that there's a lot of like niceness, a lot of understanding around the team. Everybody wanted to be there to play volleyball. Nobody was there to disrespect or be rude. Everybody enjoyed the sport, and they all liked it, and I really much appreciate that.
With Michael's help, the Panthers earned a spot in the regional semifinals and finished the season with a 17-9 overall record, the most in program history.
This year was a real push to show that we can do this in the future, and we have a very young team, so we're gonna keep this energy for a lot. We have 4 freshmen, and at least half of them, 3 of them are starting. So our team's very young, our team's very new, and I'm glad, and I hope we get to see that throughout the year, and it was a really enjoyable year, and I loved it.
The joy he exemplifies on the court is only a fraction of joy Mrs. Thomas feels while watching her son.
When I see Michael out there on the floor, serving, blocking, setting, acing, whatever it is, I'm learning volleyball terms through the team. I'm ecstatic because that's something that I didn't think my child would be able to do in the condition that he was in. He found a team to work with him, to be patient with him. Coach Eli and Coach Jones are exactly what he needed. I didn't know if he would be accepted on the volleyball team with what he had gone through, with what he was working with. Not only did they accept him, they worked with him, they helped him, they loved him, they built his confidence.
Confidence that has allowed Michael to look back and embrace his journey. His message to others experiencing a rough time:
you fall, you get up, and then you take another step, and then you're closer. And I think everybody needs to remember that when you fall, you're always going to get up at some point in time, because you can't hold on to one thing for the rest of your life. And when you do take that step, you got to remember what happened for you to do that. And you're going to keep doing it and keep doing it until you make it. And I think everybody can do that.